injuries just are bound to happen. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, I've deleted so many projects. A good amount of my time gathering some of that knowledge to learn how to do that stuff. Basically, exactly a week ago, last Saturday, I got kneed super hard right here, like right above my hip bone area, like in the muscle. Even right now, when I flex my core in like a certain way, it hurts. Like when I cough too, so like I've been trying not to cough, you feel me? But it'd be a lie to say that I am not a little bit nervous right now going into training, but I think I can power through it. You know, I feel like if I can get a few good rolls in and maybe protect this side as much as I kind of can. I know, like, saying this, I might have to compensate a little bit for how I roll just to protect this left side right here, but yee, shout out to the home gym. A big problem is me trying to stay hydrated. Like, I swear to God, it's something about being in Washington that the air like sucks the moisture out of you and you just don't feel thirsty. It's like sometimes I have to not only remind myself to drink water, but I almost have to like force myself to drink water here, which is something I've never dealt with living in SoCal, because it was just so natural for me to drink water. And I think I've concluded to that too on why, you know, like I love the Pacific Northwest, bro. The fall, summertime, love those seasons, but the winter time is not for me, man, especially when it be getting colder. I don't know if you guys remember YouTube back in 2012, 2013 through like 2016, but it was very much this like getting cinematic shots and the perfect B-roll footage. Like some of these people's vlogs, like, I mean, it was very well done, but they be looking like movies, you feel me? And although I did spend a good amount of my time gathering some of that knowledge to learn how to do that stuff, I've just come to realize that like these kind of raw, minimal edit type vlogs, I think they do the job as far as like getting my message across and the kind of audience that I want to reach, you feel me? Because I want my viewers, I want you guys to almost experience this as if you're here with me. And I think it's way more difficult to do when everything just looks like a damn movie, like, because it's not relatable. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not real life. And I know that there's a time and place for everything, so who knows, man? Like, maybe in the future I'm gonna drop some vids, like cinematic style vids, you know what I mean? But for right now though, I've really been enjoying this because my whole plan, no matter what, throughout this channel is just to keep it 100 with you guys. So this is me about to roll with the purple belt. I was telling him about my hip injury right before this, and this is him doing an Eminari roll, and he hits me in the head with his foot. And as I'm trying to settle in this top position, I lost hearing in one of my ears, actually, like my right ear. I couldn't hear anything as I'm grappling right here. It eventually came back like a minute later, but at this very moment right here, like, it plugged up my right ear right away as soon as I got hit. And I go for this butterfly sweep, but then you can see I kind of fail horribly. Like, I didn't end up in the top position like I wanted to. And this guy probably has about like 50 pounds on me, I'm assuming. You know, like I said, bro, like I be trying to get my weight up. I feel like butterfly guard and just utilizing butterfly hooks have really been such a game changer for me as far as grappling goes. You know, like I remember being a fresh white belt and just getting absolutely smashed for like months and months, dude, because I would just be flat on my back, you feel me? Like I would just always be flat on my back, and man, it was hard. It was hard at first, but I also want to add that as I'm rolling right here, like, bro, my hip is still in somewhat of pain when I'm trying to do these certain moves. So I felt like I couldn't utilize a lot of the stuff that I wanted to do. Like, as far as I feel, when I had him there, I probably could have gotten a sweep or something if, again, my hip was actually feeling good. And that's no excuses, right? But I really had to compensate for this roll and not do some fast, sporadic movements that I felt like would have just caused me to tighten my core, which is actually the thing that's been creating like more pain on my hip at the moment. You know, I really been working on my butterfly hooks and playing this type of game. I definitely, you know, what's great about jiu-jitsu is there's always something to learn. There's always something to get better at. There's always something to improve on. But yeah, I just never personally used any of that kind of rubber guard style system where you're like on your back a lot of the time. So even my bottom game, a lot of it has to do with trying to get back on top. You know, I mean, I do have some submissions and some tricks and stuff up my sleeve when I'm playing bottom, of course, but my priority when I'm on the bottom is just to get back on top. Like I said, bro, there's no shame in it, you know. I'm just getting got here at this point. And he actually pulls a pretty good submission here towards the end of the round. Almost survived the whole round without getting subbed once, but this arm bar that he does ends up being pretty tight in a weird way. So I say tap with my voice. I didn't have time to tap with my other hand. That's when he lets me go and the round's over. This is all in good fun, but at the open mat, I actually ran into the guy that accidentally kneed me last week. So, you know, I had to ask to get a couple rounds in, you feel me? Especially from what happened. So, again, man, just all in good fun, but we start off from standing here. I love doing this snap down butterfly sweep thing. And a lot of times, I'll end up landing either on top or in side control, depending on if I want to, like, take them to the side or not. But sometimes, as you can see in my other previous vid, it failed and then I end up back on bottom. This is one of those moves that I've been working on since a white belt. It just naturally kind of came to me, so I've been trying to refine it more and more throughout the years. I'm going for a no-gi baseball choke here, but it failed. Honestly, this dude's pretty tough, man. I felt like I had that choke pretty tight, but he fought it really well. I've been working on this north-south position as well. I like to switch off between side control to north-south. I've just learned that being a lighter person, I just have hated maintaining mount. It's just so hard for me to maintain mount, and I know it's something I gotta keep working on, but the more that I've been doing this, the more I've been very interested in finding ways to distribute my body weight in a very technical way and basically just keep people pinned and just stuck like glue. Ooh. Ooh. Yes, sir. Very good open mat, man. My side is feeling okay. During some of the rolls, it was hurting a bit, but honestly, not much though. For us, Sahabi said it best, bro. Like, I think that working out for the most part should have this tonic feeling. Like, you should feel really good from it. You know, you should almost feel like you have energy after a workout. And that's the best moment, when I knew that after I got my last roll in, I was having that tonic feeling that I just need to shut it down. And I just didn't need to take on any more additional rolls. And to be honest with you, that's really when I believe, from my experience, injuries just are bound to happen. At least for me. You know what I mean? Like, there was times when I knew I should have just said no, but I was already fatigued. I was already way tired, past my due. I said, all right, let's roll one more time. And then a good amount of times, like, those were the times when I tweaked my shit, you feel me? But yeah, I don't want to do that no more. I can't stress this enough, you guys, when I say that I do not want to be like some person in my mid-30s, already all broken up, already needing shoulder replacement surgery, already needing all this kind of shit, just because I didn't lay off. You know, like, that would be the worst case scenario. I'm cleaning my workout area for a second, but holy shit, dude. Look at this big ass spider I just found. To a wrapper, but oh my god. Is that real? What the look at that thing. Bro, what has this thing been eating? Always gotta keep a spare one of these in the car. I'm sure you understand this if you work out too, but after a solid workout, bro, and your seat soaks in all that sweat. Oh. So later tonight we're gonna go out to Portland for a bit. It's gonna be cool. Like, I haven't been out to Portland in a while. One thing that I feel like I'm gonna forever struggle with is basically treating the camera as if it's not there, but also treating it like it is there at the same time. Sometimes when I'm too focused that the camera is there, I hop out of like my state of flow. Then I start twisting up my words. I start double thinking like what I'm saying, and it just, nothing sounds as organic as it should be. You know what I mean? It doesn't sound like right to me. But also, like, I don't want to ignore the camera to the point where I'm not looking at the camera and periodically like making eye contact. You know what I'm saying? There's moments because of this reason that I stop myself from pursuing like making YouTube videos and vlogging for the long term, because I would just like get discouraged, bro. And then, like, I'm gonna be real with you, I've deleted so many projects because of this, because of my awkward ass. Again, like last week when I got hit in the hip, like, I should have filmed just because of the fact that I'm documenting this journey. It's a big part of the channel, so filming is important. And I stopped myself from filming because just that day I was kind of like, bro, like, I don't want to film, man. What if they think I'm just like, blah, 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 you know? Like, who cares, bro? Like, who cares, man? I film myself getting my ass kicked all the time. And of course, like, you know, I'm doing Jiu Jitsu, bro. Like, it is what it is, bro. You get some people and you get God. That's just how it is. You feel me? But I just started realizing, like today, when I pulled out my camera, I just asked people, hey, I'm just gonna get a little footage of this. You cool with that? They either say yes or no, right? But at the end of the day, like, I know what I'm working on with my project. Like, if they doing their own thing, so be it. What's up, baby? Last night was pretty dope, you guys. I definitely am not trying to make drinking too much of a habit, but gotta have a fine line between things. And to me, it's not worth it to not enjoy life at all. You feel me? And I can't ever say that I'm never gonna not have a drink in the future or this and that. You know, I don't know about you guys, bro. I can't raw dog life. You feel me? Like, I gotta be able to enjoy a drink every now and then. But I've never been the person to indulge in alcohol like on the weekly or even like, you know, daily, that type shit. No, bro, that's nonsense to me. Unfortunately, I have seen a lot of people in my past fall victim to that, like to alcoholism. Somebody too that was actually really close to me. I'll probably explain that more in a future vid, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like to be real with you, that's one of the reasons why I don't think I'll ever have an addiction to that, you know what I mean? But